Hello guys, and today Britain is going to find out if a white man can win either of the two main political jobs that are up for election today. Now, today Britain is voting in local elections, which most people don't bother with. To be very honest with you, around here it's a waste of time for me personally, because I know how everybody votes here, and I vote for the party that other people don't tend to vote for around here. And that's because I vote in the national interest usually, rather than what's in my own personal interest. And people around here seem to like free stuff or something like that. Anyway, basically, what am I talking about? Well, the two main political positions that are up for election today in Britain are the First Minister of Scotland, which is in simple terms the head of Scotland, and the London Mayor. And it's believed, although there are white candidates in both of those elections, it's believed that a white man realistically won't win. And the reason for this, in either of them, the reason for this is that for the position of London Mayor, both of the two main political parties have chosen people of colour. Okay, so the Labour candidate is Sadiq Khan, who is also the current London Mayor, and his main challenger is Sean Bailey, who is basically what Americans would call an African American, but we can't call them that because he's not an American, right? But what we would call black, other people might call looking like a Jamaican, okay? And in Scotland, the main person is a woman who also is the current First Minister, i.e. she's currently in charge of Scotland at the moment, and it's believed that she'll keep her job. One of the her challengers was asked whether he thought he had a chance of winning against her, and he admitted openly that he hadn't. And he's one of the two. He's the Scottish representative of one of the main two political parties in Britain. Okay, and he admitted openly he didn't think he got a chance against her, and he openly admitted it. Amazing, shocking in politics, but amazingly true. And so Britain, where realistically a white man won't get one of the two main political jobs that's up for election in Britain today. Okay? So there you go. Is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I don't know. But I am rather cynical, personally, about Sean Bailey's candidacy for this job, for the job of London Mayor. In the case of the woman, she got the job in the past. She's kept her job. She's won various elections. So okay, the public chose her, and they decided to keep her. And before her, it was done by a man. But in the case of Sean Bailey, I think it's pure cynicism. They deliberately decided to pick a black person who I think doesn't even seem to have the same values as the Conservative Party. I mean, he seems to. I think he would be happiest in the Labour Party, given what he's done in his life. He's been mostly a community worker. He's done many things in his life along those lines, and I'm surprised that he's not a member of the Labour Party, given all he's done in his life and his past and things like that. But there you go. The Conservative Party has decided that they want to have diversity And now I'm not against it. I think quite the opposite. I think if they're the best person for the job, they should get it. But when he appears on the television, he just comes across to me as a complete idiot. And he belongs to the party I would normally even vote for. Right? Sorry, but it's the truth. So, and the alternative is Sadiq Khan, who traditionally represents the party of the poor. And here's the current London mayor, the first ever Muslim mayor of a major capital western city. A lot of people don't think he's done a lot, so I don't know. But there could always be a complete shock. I mean, the public might decide to vote for neither of them, even though they both are represent the two main parties in Britain. Okay, the public might decide to go for an independent instead. It will be interesting. The first ever London mayor was an independent, so it is possible. So the question is, will a white man get either of the two top political jobs up for election today? Not something you would ever expect to be asked perhaps very often in Britain or a Western country, but there you go. I believe people should be voted for on talent. I think should be the best person for the job in politics,